Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elime here. Welcome to part 2 of Being Positive is Living. To live a positive life is 1. Not to be defined by anything in creation, whether natural or human-made. 2. To seek to be, to do, and to have with intent to contribute to creation and not to only get from it. 3. Getting is with the intent to share. So now, why? Because the human being is complete in itself. It does not need anything to complete itself. It is the roof and crown of God's creation. Therefore, why is the human being getting to share with others? Well, all don't have at all. Some don't have enough, and some are not capable of even having because they are unable to live positively. So they should be helped. Lack, ill health, fear, shame, and displeasures of all forms come from the festering blows from a life not so positive. Healing can't come from the actions of others. We know that. But the wounds can be washed and bound and prevented from festering further until the human spirit wakes up and finally realizes that it's got all the powers to heal itself. There's another level of negativity which we need to understand before we go further. When a human spirit projects at a direction, when we talk about a human spirit projecting at a direction, we are saying that the human spirit has seen something that it desires and has gone towards achieving or getting that thing. Okay? Now, when the human spirit does this, the action or state of being that negates that projection is negative. So this is it. When the human being has a desire, whatever kicks against that desire is negative. It doesn't matter what that desire is, whether you consider the desire good or bad desire. But if a human being says, I will, I want to, I choose to, and is making a move, and then there's something inside that human being kicking against that movement, then that action of that thing is negative. To always have energies that resist one's projection is 1, to be multiple in time and space. And then 2, to be contrary against oneself. Now, this is a negative life. The reality is that you should be one. You shouldn't have a conflict in your system. There can be conflict outside, but not within your members. Now, this is how it plays out. Your body wants sleep and base pleasures. But your higher mind, your intellect wants to study, to attain knowledge. He's going after higher things. But your feelings prefer touring the land, catching fun, drinking, So your body as a helpless agent plays out the inner drama in your subconscious, because your body is part of the subconscious mind. It is the manifested form of the subconscious mind. So whatever is in the subconscious as feelings, the body will play it out against your will. It wants good food in line with the subconscious desires. It will crave alcohol. It will crave gratuitous sex, sights, sounds, and scenes in the world. He just wants to have fun that will gratify its 5 senses: sight, taste, hearing, smell, feel, and all of that. Your conscious level protests. Okay? Now, you are a house divided against itself. Your energies are not harmonized. That's what this means. You want to become rich, for instance. Your subconscious programs will not hear of it. They want to play out your negative karmas from past lives or anything. Now remember, you are the king of your karma. You control your karma, not your karma controlling you. Now this is a negative life where your karma drives you. What you have is a confusion which, if not resolved by summoning the willpower of the human spirit that is lying latent in your system, this would lead to a stagnation. But of course, the human spirit, is it awake? Is it free from the hypnotic spell from the subconscious mind? Has it been able to overcome and shake out all the karmic implications of its being? Who knows? This is where the dilemma is. When a human being is living at this state of being, he is a prince in exile. He's in a foreign land that he does not understand. So your efforts at making it in business, for instance, will attract only spongers to you. By spongers, I mean people who have nothing to add to it, but they have to take from you. They soak energy from you. They suck out your vital force through suppression. You will also, because of your subconscious programming, sabotage yourself at the emotional level. But when this happens, you will need to now depend on the energy of others so that you can have a life. What will you now do? You will pick up a paid job because your energy is scattered and can't focus. It cannot focus enough to hold a powerful, undivided intention for long. And this is how the human spirit creates. The human spirit creates by holding a desire, a thought, an intention for a long period of time until it spills an emotion. It spills a happy feeling. It spills a form of energy boost into the system. The body, the mind, and the energy levels are pumped up towards one direction. We have to, we are going to, we can, we have. That is the way the human spirit creates. But in this case, because of this division, because of this separation of the subconscious from the conscious, and from the body, and from the energy, nothing is happening. Now, what then happens is that the environment is loaded with suppressors, and you begin to go to prayer mountains to pray, whatever. Your human spirit being unable to hold an idea of progress, of growth, of love, of strength, of health, of power, of influence long enough, it pulls your dream down. Now, scared to getting nothing out of life, you go under the umbrella of someone who is keeping their energy intact. It could be an employer, you go to him and pick a job. Or it could be a prophet. You may not want to leave your business. You run to a prophet for help. And then, or you go to a powerful medicine man, a priest of some sorts, or a medicine woman, whatever it is. They now begin to give you their support through their energy level, and then they enslave you. What it means is that you now get material things. You are now being given pebbles in place of the pearls that you needed for life. Then you realize that the material gains at the expense of the soul is very, very futile. Material things are good. I love the beautiful houses, the great cars, the good clothes, the lovely experiences of life through a spouse and children. These are all beautiful experiences a human being should not condemn. But if you are getting them at the expense of your development, of your growth, of your awareness, then there is a problem. If you have to sell your power to other people in order to get any of these things, then there is a problem. To live a positive life, you need no one to pray for you. To live a positive life, whatever you make your goal is realized with relative ease because your energies are harmonized into just one. The idea and the challenge of the human life is being able to harmonize the energy as one, to purify the energy with positive thoughts. But if you start by positive thinking without taking care of the base of your system, it is a nullity, and this is where frustration and confusion comes in. This is why in Nigeria, people talk about motivational speakers and say all kinds of things about them, because they are giving you motivation, but they're not giving you the assignment. They're not giving you the things that will actually make these things possible. It is not overnight. It grows. Your negative beliefs, you acquire them over a period of time. 10 years, 20 years, you want to change it in 1 month, it doesn't happen. That's why motivational speaking fails. But this is the level of life where you have to do the work. It is a dirty job. You have to go to the basic, very low level, and you begin to discover yourself in every aspect of your history, every aspect of your being, and you begin to make the requisite corrections and, of course, connections. When you do that, it might take a while. You are building from inside out, like a seed growing from the very beginning. When it takes root, it doesn't matter the power of the wind, it can't pull you down anymore. Growing inside out is the key.